Welcome to our Big Battle DBA 3.0 game. The game was played with 25mm figures. You could see the Spartic army on the left and the Mithridatic army on the right on a 4x8 table with some woods to the Spartic rear and difficult hills on the Mithridatic right. Here we've got the first Mithridatic command, the CNC, and some light cav and Coeloi and Auxilia. Then we've got the center Mithridatic command with the pike and the Auxilia, and the camp there to the rear with some guys singing Men of Harlech in Greek probably. And on the Mithridatic right we've got some more light cav and Coeloi holding up behind the difficult hills. Here we've got the Spartic left command with the 6 light Coeloi and the 3 war bands and mounted command. And here we've got the center command with the 6 hordes, 6 blades, and the mounted command, the Barker marker, Dying Gull in the rear. And here on the Spartic right we've got the Spartic CNC mounted with the 6 hordes and the 6 blades on the far right. And at start, so we see again the Spartic army on the left and the Mithridatic army on the right. And the Spartic army will take the first move, advancing the Coeloi on the far right, and then pushing forward in the center. The Mithridatic army will do an advance on their left, closing in on the hordes, and advancing towards the Coeloi coming up over the hill. Then the Spartic army pushes its advance on the far difficult hill, and the center being pushed forward towards the difficult hill. On the Spartic far right, the 6-stand horde is being left behind as a speed bump to be face-off with the Mithridatic CNC. With the Mithridatic move, the CNC advancing on the horde speed bump, and the advance of the Auxilia on the difficult hill, and light cav moving in on the Spartic light. The initial clashes occurring on the difficult hill between the Spartic war bands and the Mithridatic Auxilia and cavalry. Mithridatic forces advance in the center and begin to envelop the horde speed bump, and the Spartic forces push further into the center and continue with the Coeloi advance over the difficult hill. Some of the blades in the center command are starting to engage the Auxilia on the difficult hill, and you can start to see some of the blood splats from the lost stands on the far side of the difficult hill. You can just make out there. You can also just see that the light cav for the Mithridatic forces are turning to deal with the light Coeloi advance over the distant hill. In the Mithridatic move, we've got the Knights and the Light Horse closing in on the horde speed bump, and some of the center forces consolidating, and more combats there on the distant difficult hill. It's beginning to deal with the Coeloi that have crossed over onto the Mithridatic side of the table. You can also start to see the beginnings of the end for the horde speed bump. Lost a stand there, and some more blood splats on the distant difficult hill becoming more prevalent. And with the Spartic move, we see some more advancing in the center. We're starting to push back the Auxilia and beginning to engage the pike, but we're taking serious losses there, and there'll be some more coming with the horde speed bump, and beginning to lose some of the Coeloi there in the distant difficult. In the Spartic and the Mithridatic move, we've got some consolidation in the center and still closing in around the horde speed bump in the foreground, and more forces closing in to finish off the Coeloi in the distance. In the Spartic move, Still some desperate fighting. They're clearing over the difficult hill, pushing back their auxilia and beginning to seriously engage the pike. The hordes are still holding ground, delaying, buying time as much as they can. The losses are the Seloi and the distant difficult hill are becoming pretty serious. They've started to fall back, and we've got the Mithridatic light horse closing in on them. Also, the Mithridatic knights and light cav are closing in on the remnants of the horde speed bump, and the lions are still holding in the center there in a desperate battle. And the heavy losses on both sides being evidenced by the red circles there, the blood splats. And with the Spartak move, there's still some more desperate attempts to fight in the center. The last remaining stand of the Seloi is running back over the hill to home turf, probably to the town. You can also note that the other 6th Horde command is holding at the base of the hill, never went up it. Now on the Mithridatic turn, they're closing in on the remnants of the Horde speed bump, and some mop-up operation in the far distance there, trying to get the last Seloi that was running, and closing up some of the gaps there in the center. And we can still see there's heavy losses there, all up and down on the 2 ends and in the center. The Mithridatic auxilia have been all but pushed back, and now we're just closing in with the battle with the pike. And the Spartaks still spending all their pips in the center, desperately trying to get that large center command to break. At this point of the game, both sides have broken, and we're starting into the Mithridatic turn, where we'll just see an aggressive move against the Spartak general in the center, and a move in the on the pike, where nothing will happen on the pike line battle, but in the center we'll find that the general will turn out a victory, eliminating his opponent and winning the game. Thank you for watching our little video battle report. I hope you found it entertaining and informative.